Hello, welcome to another video. So today, a bit like yesterday, I've come to a place where it was on a bucket list. Well, not so much a bucket list, but a little list in my mind where I thought, oh, I wonder what it's like to actually go there and have a look. So what you're looking at there is the old gates that used to keep people out when they used to film here, because we're going to actually walk onto what was a TV set of Brookside, okay? Soap opera set in Liverpool. Now a little bit about this set. Mersey TV, Phil Redmond, they bought 13 houses to start with, where they would film the show and do all the admin and everything else involved. 7 were used as sets for the show, and then 6 of the houses were used for the other purpose: post-production, makeup, canteen, that kind of thing. So we're just walking around the corner. You can see these fence panels which are indicative of Brookside. It'll probably remind you when you have a look at them. And I'll just move round. So we're just going to walk onto the close itself, which is quite a lot smaller than you'd imagine actually. But they say that about various sets, don't they? I've been on a couple of quiz shows in the past and the studios are tiny. So we're actually on the close now, so we'll show the first main point, which is the sign with a bit of a left, as we look at it, wonky leg, Brookside Close. Just pan up a little bit, we can see the first house right in front there is number 10. Now, number 10, 2 of the biggest things that ever really happened in the soap occurred at number 10. The first one, when Mandy Jordache had simply just had enough of her abusive husband Trevor. She tried to poison him. That didn't work, so she stabbed him, and then with the help of Sinbad they buried him under the patio at the back. And when Trevor's body was exhumed, it was the soap's highest audience of 9 million. So there we are. And then the other big one was that kiss. There was a kiss between Beth and Margaret, which seems quite laughable now when you think about it, but back in the day it was a bit of a controversial talking point because it was the first pre-watershed kiss of that nature. But like I say, it seems very laughable now, but it was fairly groundbreaking, as was a lot of things that Phil Redmond's done, Grange Hill and so on, and some of the storylines in this does seem a little bit daft though now when you think about it. So that was that. That's number 10. Obviously the Corkles lived there as well, and one of the first storylines they were involved in was they were trying to do an insurance job on the house, a burglary that was bungled. So we got to know Jimmy, who was helping Billy Corkill. Got to know him quite early on really as a bit of a lovable rogue, but obviously later on he spiralled into drugs and so on and so forth, and it was quite sad what happened to him. Obviously his wife ran off with the girlfriend of his daughter Lindsay. So there we are. So didn't go down very well for poor Jimmy, that one. And right ahead there you've got that van on the left hand side. That was Ron Dixon's house. Now I suppose one of the biggest storylines really that was ongoing regarding Ron was the fact that a lot of us thought that the Ron and Bev love angle wasn't really meant to be. You know, perhaps they weren't right for each other, but they lasted the course, it seemed. And if you watch, Paul Heaton has done a recent song, well, fairly recent, couple of years I think now, where the actors of Ron and Bev actually come back in, and the idea of the song is that you and me, we were meant to be together. And it's quite nice. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. It's on YouTube, I'm sure. But that's Paul Heaton, and you'll see Ron and Bev as they are now, and they interchange with Paul Heaton and Jackie Abbott. So that's quite cool. Now then, what else have we got? We've got Harry Cross's bungalow, Harry Cross's house. Now I think the biggest storyline that happened there was a siege. There was a couple of nurses that lived there, and one of their colleagues from the hospital was there as well, and a gunman took them siege and shot Kate, one of the nurses, and then killed himself. Eventually Sinbad, who was cajoled into showing people around the property, he actually moved into there, as did Max and Patricia Farnham. Now then, with Max and Patricia Farnham, the twist with that storyline, that plot line, was that Jackie Dixon, Ron's daughter, was going to be a surrogate mother for them, because they lost their children in a car crash. but what actually happened was Max ran off with Jackie Dixon. So there we are. Now then, the Grant's house. Now you'll have to apologise. Sorry, you'll have to. I'll have to apologise. I do apologise. There we go. 2 apologies, because I'm not overly sure which one's which, because I'm just going off memory, to be honest. But there's the Grant's house as well. Now, it is a toss-up between the Corkles and the Grants, who my favourite family were, but my favourite character, I think, was Barry Grant, and the reason why I liked him probably the most was, despite him killing poor Terry's wife and child, which I thought was awful, but he did sort Joey Godden out for a period. Now, Joey Godden was this awful gangster character that came into the show, and you know, I even to the point of buying a video to see what happened next, which was rated 18, and the characters that you get to see on normal telly swearing and things like that. It was quite odd, but I did get to see what happened, and that was quite good. And funnily enough, in the end, really, the demise of Joey Godden was down to Jimmy Corkill, I think, because the initial fallout was between the Corkills and Joey Godden, and they'd asked Barry to get involved, and basically Jimmy was playing, he was like a getaway driver, and I think he just kind of waited a little bit too long, and there was a bit of a shootout going on, and Joey Godden couldn't get into the vehicle and was actually paralysed from it. So that was that. Anyway, so towards the end of the show in 2003, when things were winding down a little bit, there was a programmer for Channel 4 called Michael Jackson. No, it wasn't him, but another one. And they created a character called Jack Michelson. It was a bit of a play on words, and he came to a pretty savage end when he was found hanging from number 8. So there we are. Now then, a little bit about what happened to this little estate, these houses. The houses were sold at auction in 2008 for £735,000. Now the asking price at auction was only £550, I believe. And they got renovated into prop homes in 2011. A couple of little side notes. Amanda Burton made her acting. Sorry, I'm just going to get rid of that little mark there, sorry. Amanda Burton made her debut. And Ray Quinn, remember Ray Quinn? He actually, during the lockdown period, then or thereabouts, he actually went back to the family business and worked as a carpet fitter, and was given a job on this close to fit some carpets. Obviously, as you can see, they're all normal residential homes now. I think that's quite an interesting fact, a little caveat to everything, really. So there we are, Brookside Close. Hope you've enjoyed that, taking you down memory lane. I'm not gonna play clips and things, unfortunately, but I'll do you the theme tune if you want. There we are. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed that. Please subscribe to the channel, it really helps. I've enjoyed this one. Thank you very much.